In this video, I'm going to go over the pizza question from your quiz. Now, over here, the first thing that we want to do is write down all of our givens. By looking at this, we are given that there are 12 slices. We are also given that Samir ate 3 times as many as Joe. We also are given Joe ate half as many as Emily. Kendra and Fong ate half the pizza. Kendra ate 1/3 of what Samir ate, and Fong ate the most slices. So how I would suggest you guys go about it is first give these people variables. So I would have S for Samir, J for Joe, E for Emily, K for Kendra, F for Fong. Next, what I would do is write down the equation. So we have the 5 friends. So in terms of the equation, I would write down the by the way, let the variables represent the number of slices that they ate. So maybe I'll show you one example. What you guys would write down is let S represent the number of slices Samir ate. And you would do this with each one of the friends. Now, based on that, we could develop an equation. So we have S plus J plus K plus E plus F is equal to 12, because altogether there's 12 slices and the friends cannot eat over 12 slices altogether. The next thing that you want to do is come up with an equation for each scenario. So for our first scenario, we have that Samir ate 3 times as many as Joe. So over here, we could write down S is equal to 3J. Next, we have Joe ate half as many as Emily. So J equals E over 2. Then we have Kendra and Fong ate half the pizza together. So this we could have K plus F equals half the pizza would be 6 slices because 12 divided by 2, and that 2 represents half, is equal to 6. Next, we have Kendra ate 1/3 as many slices as Samir. So K is equal to S over 3. And then we have Fong ate the most amount of slices. That doesn't really tell us much, so we could just leave it the way that it is. The next thing that we will be doing is substituting everything in. As we could see, J shows up the most. So what we could do is substitute everything in for J. So where we see S, we could actually have that equal to 3J. And then J is equal to J over here, which is fine. And then the next part is with Emily. Now, when it comes to Emily, what we need to do is move the 2 over. So this will now look like 2j equals e. So over here, we could write down 2j. Next, we have this, and what we are going to do first is substitute this value over here. So we have k equals 3j over 3, and that simplifies to just j. So we could write down j over here. And the only person that we don't really know the information for is Fong. But what we could do, let me use a different color. What we can do over here is substitute k equals j that we got over here into the equation. So we have j plus f equals 6. Then take the j over. So f is equal to 6 minus j. So over here, we will have 6 minus j. Now all of this is equal to 12. The next thing that we need to do is collect all of the like terms. So let's start off with the first one. That's very simple. Let's just add those up. 3j plus j plus j plus 2j is going to equal to 7j. Maybe I should. Plus 6 minus j equals 12. The next thing that I'm going to do is collect these like terms over here. So that will be 6j plus 6 equals 12. Next, what I'm going to do is move the 6 over onto this side. So that makes my equation look like 6j equals 12 minus 6. Simplify that, and it looks something like this. Next, I'm going to move my 6 over. When I move my 6 over, it becomes division. So it's going to be 6 divided by 6, making it look something like this. So now we know how many slices Joe ate, and all we have to do is just plug in the value into each one of the equations. So we could first state our therefore statement as, therefore, Joe ate 1 slice. Let's move on to Samir. Replace J with 1. So now we know Samir ate 3 slices. Then replace J with 1 over here. And we know Emily ate 2 slices. After we have Kendra and Fong. So over here we have Fong. Do the same thing, replace it. And we see that Fong ate 5 slices. Next we have Kendra. Kendra is the exact same amount as Joe, so we know Kendra ate 1 slice. Now to check our answer, what we could do is just add up all of the slices, and we need to make sure that it adds up to 12. If it doesn't add up to 12, that means we did something wrong, but it should add up to 12.